A day after India summoned a US Embassy diplomat Jason Meeks over the strike on a tanker in which 3 Indian seafarers lost their lives, another tanker has been hit by American forces near the coast of Oman, with Indian sailors said to be on board. Adani Group and Embraer are planning to establish a final assembly line for the E-175 regional jet in Gujarat. The Indian Army is set to raise specialized electronic warfare brigades to intercept, track and jam enemy communication systems, radar networks and UAVs. Germany has unveiled the Cobra 600 jet-powered interceptor drone designed to carry an IRIS-T missile that is already used in air defense and air-to-air roles. The co-managing director of BrahMos Aerospace, Alexander Maksikov, has said that it is fully prepared to supply BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles to the Russian military if Moscow places an order. The Indian Army has issued project sanction orders for the indigenous Bhargavastra counter-unmanned aerial system that is designed to defeat large-scale drone swarm attacks. The Ministry of Defence has signed a 449 crore rupees contract with Bengaluru-based Accord Software for 20 enhanced capability GNSS jammers for the Indian Navy with over 75% indigenous content. The first made-in-India Tata Airbus C-295 military transport aircraft has successfully completed its first flight. Embraer has offered its Praetor 600 business jet as the baseline platform for the Indian Air Force's improved Netra Mark 1A program, which plans to induct 6 more indigenous airborne surveillance aircraft. A major fraud case related to the Tejas Mark 1A fighter jet program has come to light. Hindustan Aeronautics has accused Hyderabad-based supplier TEC Aero Devices of submitting 199 fake test reports. After the documents were found suspicious during investigation, Hindustan Aeronautics started legal action by registering an FIR against the company. The BrahMos-NG supersonic cruise missile is undergoing additional modifications after the Indian Air Force introduced stricter operational requirements, delaying the start of its flight test campaign. The missile's flight tests have not yet begun because the requirements were slightly revised, requiring further design refinements. The Zorawar light tank currently offers protection up to STANAG level 4, however, the Indian Army now wants higher protection levels, forcing developers to redesign parts of the armor package, delaying its induction by around 2 years. The main challenge will be increasing protection without compromising the tank's mobility, and keeping its weight below the required 25 tons. As per latest media reports, authorities have evacuated more than 11,000 residents ahead of the 10,000 km range AGNI-6 ICBM test that will be conducted from the Launch Complex 3 at the Integrated Test Range. The test would give the country a true long-range intercontinental strike capability and strengthen its ability to hold distant strategic targets at risk. Negotiations between India and Russia for the acquisition and local production of the Su-57 fifth-generation fighter jet have reached an advanced stage. Russia has offered a package that includes an initial batch of ready-to-fly Su-57, followed by full licensed production at Indian facilities, including localization of Russian weapons and integration of Indian-made systems. Russia has also offered joint development of a twin-seat Su-57 variant tailored for the Indian Air Force that could be useful for pilot conversion, training, complex mission management, and future manned-unmanned teaming roles. Today's top 3 comments.